Hello, everyone. Welcome to the very first episode of what I would like to call the Ramblings of a Madman, a mini podcast, a mini cast, even. That name will never catch on, but you can always hope, right? This series is just going to be me talking to you, the audience, if there even is one. And I just got inspired. It's 12:53 a.m. right now. I'm in my underwear, talking to my laptop. And I often catch myself thinking about things that I shouldn't be thinking about, specifically things like my life and how when things don't go the way that I want them to, I almost shut down and think that I will never be able to make it. I don't want to live my life like that. I don't want to live my life thinking, man, the things I want to do will never happen. It's a scary thought, and I don't want to live in that thought process, which makes me sound egotistical maybe, but if it does, so be it. You know? I want to do things like this, for instance. I want to make an awareness. I don't have a therapist. I had a therapist for the longest time. And therapy doesn't work for me for the simple reason of the therapist always wants to give me medication. And I'm a big advocate for if medication works for you, then it works. But if it doesn't, then don't try and force it down somebody else's throat. And for me, when it comes down to it, it's not worth being put on medication because medication hurts me physically. It makes me ill. I don't feel right when I'm on medication. So this series is going to be my outlet. Then the audience can be my therapist. I'm not asking for help. I'm not asking for people to say, oh, I'm going to make you feel better, because this isn't supposed to be make me feel better. This is supposed to be an outlet. What YouTube was meant to be originally, the outlet that it is, that it was supposed to be, you know? And as I said, I catch myself thinking about things that I shouldn't be thinking about. I just went through my I went looking for my ex-girlfriend's picture. I just wanted to know what she was up to, you know? And I shouldn't do that. I know I shouldn't do that. It's because it'll make me upset. You know? It makes me, I guess I feel like, in my own egotistical way, that I feel like I should be more important. But I know that I'm not important. You know? I'm not the biggest thing in the universe, but sometimes I feel like I want to be the biggest thing in the universe. Which is egotistical, I know. And that's, you know, that's not... it's not the worst thing. I mean, everybody wants to be appreciated. That's a fact. Everybody wants to be loved. That's a fact. And I'm happy with the person that I'm with. But sometimes I realize that I don't make it a big of an impact on people as I want to. And that's upsetting. And it shouldn't be upsetting. But it is. But it shouldn't be. And I want to become someone that I would be proud to say that I am. I want to be able to become something that I can go back to my younger self and say, hey, you are important. And when I see things like what had happened with me and my ex, which I may actually go into in a different video, probably not this video, but a video, is I want to feel important in a way that may be egotistical, maybe not. I don't know. I want to be able to say that I made an impact on the world that was just bigger than my town that I'm in right now, undisclosed location. I want to be more than just that guy. I want to be able to help people the way that Jacksepticeye helps people, or Markiplier, or Game Grumps even, or other smaller YouTubers than that, who just make people feel like they're welcome and make them feel like they're not alone in the world, because I know what being alone feels like. It's the scariest thing for me. Being alone is terrifying. And some of you may understand what being alone is. And even in my case, my mental disorder, air quotes, I'm diagnosed with general anxiety, depression, and social anxiety. And there might be some bipolar in there, but I haven't experienced any of it just yet. But my point is that I know that you can be with your favorite person in the world and still feel like you're the only person around. It's the worst, really. It makes me uncomfortable for sure. I just want to live my life knowing that I made a difference. I want to make a difference in the world, whether it be through the little things or the creative outlet that is this platform. YouTube is an amazing place where people can thrive and become creative in a way that nowhere else can do that. You know, there's no other platforms that are like this. And if I can grab a hold of the ambition that I have and then with the other hand grab the platform and use it the way it was meant to be used to begin with, I feel like I can make a difference. I want to make a difference. I want to help all the lonely boys and girls out there who feel like no one else is there for them. They could be from a small town and they don't belong in a small town. They think, man, I'm so different from everybody else. What's wrong with me? They can be they can be anybody. I want to be their friend. And that sounds weird, but when you are a kid who doesn't have very many friends and you sit around and you think, man, am I really that repulsive as a human being? Am I really that awful? It hurts. Emotionally, it digs into your heart. It makes you want to rip out your heart so you don't feel it anymore. When things like this happen, or not things like this happen, it's more when you feel this way, it's crushing. It hurts to exist. I want to exist for a purpose that isn't bagging groceries and making other people's food or even handling somebody else's money. I want to be the person that people can lean on when they're feeling sad and lonely, or the person that can really just feel or help other people realize that there's more than just you out there who feels like they're alone, you know? I've always wanted to be, I hate to say the word YouTuber, but a YouTuber. And not in the, oh, I want to become a YouTuber because money and fame and rice gum and balls and bullshit. I want to be a YouTuber for the simple fact that I've seen what YouTubers can do. Create a community that is building on each other and make each other feel like they're part of something bigger than themselves. Help people who are on the verge of tears come down and see that it's not that bad. You know, you're not alone. I want to make content that makes people feel good about life in general. And the only way to do that is to be real, raw, uncut. And this is what this is. This is me, raw, uncut, unfiltered. This is my outlet. This is the outlet that I never had. This is something that I've always wanted to do. And I'm not getting very far very fast. I'm not gaining traction. I'm not speeding up. That's okay. This is not important. What is important is making people feel like they are important, that they are in company with somebody who won't judge them for who or what they decide to do with their lives or who they are even. It's one of those things where it's like I can help people. I feel it. In my bones, I know I was born to help people. And I just want to do that. And I have my own mental health issues that I need to work on, and this is also going to be that. I was thinking about calling this therapy session, but I think the ramblings of a madman sounds a little bit better. Anyway, it's not that I want to be rich and famous, but I do want to live. I want to be able to create something that I can be proud of and say, yes, I did that. I did it. Not anybody else. I did it. I make myself happy by doing this. I want to be able to be proud of myself for following my dreams and becoming the person that I've always wanted to be. Because I know that I've never been the best person in the world, and nor will I claim to be. I just want to be happy doing something that I think will make me the happiest. But that strays away from my original topic, which was I did something that I don't normally do. I tried to find my ex-girlfriend, and it turns out that her and her boyfriend have both blocked me on all social media, which I'm not like obsessed or upset about, but I find myself thinking, was it really that bad? I didn't do anything, and I could tell you the entire story right now, but it would seem like I'm playing the sympathy card, which I'm not. I don't want any sympathy because it's over now. I just want. I got this strange feeling of almost distaste in my mouth because my life since being a teenager has kind of been an uphill battle up until this point right now, where it is still I am approaching the peak of this giant, massive fucking hill that I've been on for as long as I can remember. And I want to get over it. And I'm not saying this is going to be an easy thing to do, but I am saying that it'll help me help myself be more of a human being than I've ever been in my life. A lot of people don't understand that I'm not a horrible monster. Where I live, people were told that I am going to be the next school shooter. That I am going to be the guy who comes into school the next day with an AR-15 and blow away everybody. But it's never my intention. I would never hurt another human being like that without good reason. I kid. They casted me out, and I did graduate, but I graduated at an alternative school, which is not bad. It was a great school, and I met some great people there. But my problem is that they all didn't understand. They all think that I'm some monster, human being, dangerous, rawr, scary monster man, who all I want is to hurt people. But what they don't understand is I would never hurt another single human being in my life. Nor have I ever wanted to do that. I've never had the urge to hurt another person. Ever. Well, I mean, I take that back. I mean, there are a few people, but then again, I've never wanted to kill anybody. I've never wanted to take another human life. I mean, we all have those days where we're like, God, I just want to punch so-and-so in the mouth. Or if this person doesn't stop smacking their lips when they talk, I'm going to backhand them. But never have I ever wanted to hurt another human being like that. Like, I've never wanted to take a life. But everybody that at this high school that I went to, they all looked at me as if I was some, shh, be quiet. he'll hurt somebody, that he's some bomb to be triggered, when really all I wanted was to be accepted. And even if I was a monster, it's a monster created by the people who never gave me a chance to be a student, another person. I came from somewhere and I wasn't like everybody else, and they kind of just shit on me until I had enough of that shit and was like, you know what? I'm done being bullied. I'm gonna be a cynical asshole. You can say whatever you want to me, but I'm gonna tear you down emotionally until you want to cry when you get home. And that may make me a monster, but I'm a monster who will never physically harm another human being. This is the place that has both built me up in a way that I've never imagined, but also tore me down in ways that I cannot express into words. I have scars of self-harm, a lot of them, more than I can count. And that's not a sympathy show. Again, I say, I'm not looking for somebody to say, oh, poor me, or poor you, I'm so sorry. I'm just I'm making this a therapy session. And some of these people don't realize that just because I'm not a country boy, I'm not this way, I'm not the same as all these other people. It makes me feel like I've never been accepted, and I never will. And I feel like if I can get there, I can get past the face, the facade, or the image that was put up by the school that I went to and all the students there. Maybe, just maybe, I can be accepted by people who won't judge me based on absolutely nothing. Anyway, I've been talking long enough. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like on it. And if you want to see more content like this, subscribe. But if you don't, I don't blame you. Anyway, that's life for you. Life in general.